عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Welcome back, dear brothers and sisters. I welcome you all to Medina Book 3. Inshallah, today we're doing class 3. So, going to our transition to Book 3. So, we were doing about Fa'al Sulati Mazid Fihi. So, inshallah, what we are learning is we're learning the 10 different forms of the Fa'al, which are formed using the same root word, and there are few additions which come at the different levels, and we know how different forms are formed. So indeed, in our previous class we did about form 2. So just quick revision. So what form 2 is fa'ala, where we have ayn kalima is doubled, and we know it's called bab tafa'il. Just some examples we learned about commonly used in the Quran: sabbaha, yusabbihu, sabbih, musabbihun is ism fa'il. The difference between the fail sulasi mujarrad and fail sulasi mazid fihi is that ism fa'il, in mujarrad we have the pattern fa'ilun, whereas in mazid fihi the ism fa'il begins with meme with dhamma, which is mu, and ayn kalima will have kasra, which is musabbihun is ism fa'il, and musabbahun is ism maf'ul, and tasbihun is the masdar, and that's the bab of the form 2 which we are remembering. It's bab taf'il is how we're gonna remember, inshallah. And some more examples. What we did was ballagha, yuballighu, balligh, muballighun, muballaghun, and tablighun. Some more examples: sallama, yusallimu, sallim, musallim, musallamun, and taslimun. So, and we did about naqis. We know how the naqis, if the word comes in form 2 and the masdar will change from bab taf'il to taf'ilatun, taf'ilatun. So that's the change. And we know the ism fa'il, the marfu is formed by removing the ya with double dhamma and giving a compensatory kasra. So even though it's musammin, so it is, we know it is marfu. And how do we describe? Because the dhamma is upon ya, which was there before the kasra came. So we say ismun marfu'un alamatu raf'i al dhammatu ala al ya'i mahzufati. And we know musamman, we should see the writing rule that the alif maksura is written. That's the spelling rule for ya. So ya creates so many different rules which we need to remember. It's the same pattern which repeats itself. So once we know how this ya and alif, these and wow, these things, they behave in a word, then it will be easy for us to practice and remember. So, and we know tasmiyatun, that's the masdar for samma, and that's the pattern of tafilatun. So salla, right? Yusalli, you is actually yusalli. Salli is the amr, and musallin. So we know musallin even with this kasrat of tanween. So we know it is marfu, and musallan, and which normally we call as musalla, the place which is prayed on, and tasliyatun. So one more thing which we need to remember about musallin is on its own when there is no ya and there is a compensatory tanween, but because it's an ism, so we know the ism can have al. So when the al comes, we know the al is the sign of definite and tanween is a sign of indefinite. So they both cannot coexist. So when al comes, then the one of the kasra will go. As soon as the one of the kasra goes, what happens? The ya will come back. The ya will come back. So this is what we need to remember with ism manqus, the manqus nouns or manqus verbs. These are the things which we need to know, is that when the noun is made, ism fa'il, if it is indefinite, then you get a tanween kasra, and if it is definite al, then the ya comes back. So al musalli or al musammi. So that's the thing for form 2. So having noted these things, the form 2. So it makes a little bit interesting to look at this ayah, so where we can see how the form 2 is used, different things. So inshallah we should be able to understand completely with our previous knowledge. So we say, Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu tasliman. So if you see here, we know we got inna, and what is ismu inna? Harfu taqid wa nasbin. So Allah is your ismu inna, wa malaikata. So we know that's mawtufun ala Allah, and who is mudaf ilayhi. And then we have yusalluna. So what is the verb? Is salla, and mudari yusallu and yusalluna is the jam'u, the plural. It refers to both of these nouns, Allah Azza wa Jal, Lafzul Jalala and Malaikata. So they send prayers or dua upon ala alan nabi jar majrur, ya ayyuhalladhina harfu nida, and we have munada, and alladhina is your ism mawsula, and what's the silatul mawsul is jumlatul failure. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believed. Sallu, again this is amr. Salli is for singular, and sallu yusalluna. So if you take your alamat mudari' and make it majzoom by taking the noon away, so become sallu. Says, so send salutations alayhi, upon him, and here he refers to an-nabi. Wasallimu, and send, tasliman. Tasliman is your maf'ulun mutlaq. It's a masdar. So taf'ilan, it's a masdar which is coming from the word. It is a maf'ulun mutlaq. So for further emphasis, which we cannot describe, which you cannot just translate. So this, alhamdulillah, so with our little knowledge, we should be able to understand the simple tafsir. So if you want to go deep, inshallah, we should look into the other ulama. So going forward, so we're doing form 3. So form 3 is, as we said, fa'ala. So here the alif is added after the fa kalima, and this is bab mufa'alatun. So here, the form 3, there are two patterns on which the masdar is made. So one is the mufa'alatun, and the other one is fi'alun. Fi'alun. So this is the masdar patterns, bab fi'alun, if you can remember, or bab mufa'alatun. So form 2 is bab taf'il, if you want to remember, and bab 3, form 3 is bab mufa'alatun. If you bring the example, shahada. Shahada, yushahidu. Yushahidu. So mudari, and amr will be shahid. And ism maf'ul, ism fa'il, what we're looking at is mushahidun. Mushahidun. See the kasra, so it is ism fa'il, and mushahadun is your ism maf'ul. And what we're looking at is the masdar will be mushahadatun. So what is shahada means? So shahada means he watched or he witnessed. Shahada yushahidu. So if you bring another example, so the masdars, it is already built in the language, so we just have to know it and remember it. There's no formula to which file will have which type of masdar. It's because this has been used in the language, so we have to remember it. For example, shahada, we have mushahadatun, and if we use qabala, yuqabilu, and qabil is amr. Qabil is amr. He meet, telling somebody meet. So ism fa'il will be muqabilun, and ism maf'ul we're looking at muqabalun. one who is met. And how do we make masdar here? So if you say mufa'alatun, will be muqabalatun. So normally in Urdu we say muqabala. So muqabala is meeting. Muqabalatun is in the pattern of mufa'alatun. So another example, if you say jahada, or he struggled, he strived. Yujahidu, he strives. Jahid, telling. And mujahidun is ism fa'il of form 3 from jahada. So there are a lot of names in a lot of Muslims who keep the name Mujahid, which means the one who struggles or one who strives. Mujahadun is strived upon. And what is the pattern here? Here it is not mujahadatun. The masdar is jihadun, as in the pattern of fi'alun. That's the pattern which you need to remember. If you take another example now, sa'ada, he helped. Yusa'idu, he helps. Sa'id, so you're telling somebody help. Sa'idni means help me. So musa'idun, the one who is helping. Musa'idun ism fa'il, you see with the kasra. And musa'adun. And how do we make the masdar here? Musa'adatun. Musa'adatun. So this is the things which we need to remember. It is a pattern of mufa'alatun. So if you bring some naqis, if you see ending with alif makhsura, manqus, what is it called? The one which is got weak letter. Laqa. So it is, the root word is laqiya. So laqa. Laqa means he met. So mudari will be you laqi, because it's a 4-letter word. So we know it will be you laqi, he meets. And how to make amr will be laqi. So fellow amrun majzumun bi hazfi harfi illa. And how do we make ism fa'il will be, again it is a naqis verb, just we did in form 2 when there is ya. Mulaqiyun will be mulaqin, ya will be taken away and a compensatory kasra is given. And ism maf'ul will be mulaqan. And just keep an eye on the spelling rule and how it is written, mulaqan. And how do you make masdar? So again, if you see here, if you see mufa'alatun, so that's the pattern. So it should have been mulaqayatun, mufa'alatun. So now here, because it's a ya, so be assured that there is some changes which takes place. So mulaqayatun. And why do these changes takes place when there is ya, hamza or waw? So that we are able to pronounce it more fluently without any interruption in the recitations or things. So mulaqayatun, so it becomes mulaqatun. So take away the ya and it changed to mulaqatun. So we say mulaqat, so it's a masdar, so form 3, and the root word is laqiya. So this is what we need to remember. And if you want to just quickly do the conjugation, so we just do conjugation of this weak letter, weak verb, because we want to get more stronger in this. So laqa is mudari and sorry madi. So laqaya, they both met. Laqaw. So why qaw? So at whom? So we know the ya is dropped, the fatha is written, fatha and dhamma go together, so it's not changed, so it's kept in the madi, it's laqaw. And laqat, so again because there is iltiqai sakinaini, the weak letter is dropped, so laqat, laqata. And we know at hunna, so when the mutaharrik pronoun comes and the weak letter, it gets a sukun and it comes back, so it gets laqaina, laqaita, laqaituma, laqaitum, laqaiti, laqaituma, laqaitunna, laqaitu, laqaina. So this is how in madi we need to remember is laqaw. So if you go to the mudari', so if you see yulaqi, yulaqiyu, so the dhamma is not pronounced, so it's just yulaqi, yulaqiyani, yulaquna. So why we get dhamma here? because kasra and waw doesn't go together. So what happens? This kasra is changed into dhamma. Reason, as I said, ease in pronunciation. So yulaquna and tulaqi, tulaqiyani, yulaqina. So mutaharrik pronouns, the ain and the lam kalima get sukoon, so there's no change. Everything is normal. Tulaqi, tulaqiyani, tulaquna. So see, if here kasra is given, you'll not be able to pronounce properly. So that's why this kasra is changed into dhamma. That's just deliberately I've given a kasra just to show that this is difficult to pronounce. Yeah. So tulaqina, tulaqiyani, and tulaqina. So difference between these two is ya is the fa'il, here noon is the fa'il, so it's a mabni, and ulaqi, nulaqi. So this is how the weak letters are conjugated. So amr will be laqi, laqiya, laqu. So yulaquna, you just take away the noon, take away the alamat mudari, laqu. Again laqi, laqiya, and laqina. That's how the amr is made. So if you take one more weak letter, most common, so you say nada. So nada means he called. Yunadi, he calls. And how to make amr? So you say na. So here it should have been ya. It's not alif maksur, it's a typo error. Nadi. So nadi, it's call. Munadin. See, munadin. So munadin. So we know it is alamatu. It is marfu. How do we know it's marfu? It's اسمه مرفوع علامة رفعه الضمة المقدرة على ما قبل ياء المحذوفة, which means so the sign of marfu is upon dhamma upon ya which was there before it was being dropped. So that's how you describe it in grammatical terms. And how do we make mansub? When you make mansub, what happens? The ya is retained and tanween fatha is given. So it becomes munadi yan or munadiyin. So only when marfu, so these changes takes place. And how to make munadan is a maf'ul. And so another thing what we need to know is that nada is on the pattern of fi'alun, the masdar. So normally it should be nida yun. So we know because yun is there, what happens? It is changed into hamza. So what happens? It becomes nida un. So ya is taken away and it's changed to hamza. It's nida un. So we know nida un is masdar for nada, which is got ya in the root word. So but because it's a weak letter, it's changed its form. So again, if we bring how to conjugate so that we get more stronger. So we say nada, nadaya, nadau. So nadau because fatha and dhamma, waw are compatible. Nadat, nadata, nadaina, nadaita, nadaituma, nadaitum, nadaiti, nadaituma, nadaitunna, nadaitu, nad. Mudara will be yunadi, yunadiyani. So here مرفوع علامة رفعه ضمة المقدرة. So yunadiyani, yunaduna. So why yunaduna? Because kasra and waw not compatible is changed into waw. So these things we need to know. Yunaduna, tunadi, tunadiyani, yunadina, tunadi, tunadiyani, tunaduna, tunadina, tunadiyani, tunadina. So hunna and anti is ya is the fa'il and here noon is the fa'il. Noon is a sign of marfu. Unadi, nunadi. And amr will be nadi, nadiya, nadu. If you call nadi, nadiya, nadina. So this is the form 3, fa'ala. So now inshallah we'll go to form 4. That's the tree of form fa'al, thulathi, mazid, fi. And now inshallah we'll be concentrating on our form 4, which is having hamzatul qata at the front and before the fa kalima, af'ala. Welcome to form 4 af'ala. And what is the masdar here? What is the bab? The bab is if'alun. So what's the bab here? Bab if'alun. So if you bring some examples so we can get good practice. Arsala. Arsala is madi, which means he sent. And if you want to say mudari', so normally we say yursilu. Yursilu. But if you see here, there are only 3 letters, but it is a 4-letter verb. So what happened to the first letter? So originally it should have been you arsilu. So as I said, because of the Arabic is a phonetic language as well. For ease in phonetics, what happens is this hamza is taken away and it's changed into yursilu. So we know alamat mudari is to you. We know it is a 4-letter verb, and we know why it is missed here. So in the form 4, only in madi and in amr we have hamzatul qata. So hamzatul qata comes back. So when we have done in book 2 how this hamzatul qata comes back. So as soon as the alamat mudara is taken away, the hamzatul qata comes back to its original position. It says I am here, and because it has got a vowel sign, we don't have to bring any hamzatul wasl. And this is the only form in which the amr begins with the hamzatul qata with fatha. Rest all in fail sulasi and other forms where there is begins with the sukun, the hamzatul wasl with kasra or dhamma will be used. So in form 4, the amr begins with hamzatul qata with fatha. Arsil, send. Arsil means send. You're telling somebody send. So mursil, one who sends. Ism fa'il and ism maf'ul, one which is being sent. And how do you say? Masdar is irsalun, on the pattern if alun, irsalun. So if you bring another example, aslama. Aslama means he embraced Islam. That's what aslama means. No, means one who accepted or one who submitted. Aslama. Yuslimu, one who is submitting. And how do you make amr? Say aslim. So we say aslim. And what is the ism fa'il? The one who submits. And that's what we are. That is muslimun. Muslimun. Muslimun is the ism fa'il with the form 4. The root word is salima, and it is changed into mazid fihi by bringing hamzatul qata. So now we know exactly how the word Muslim is formed, what it means, the one who is submitting, one who submits to the will of Allah. So that's what it means, a Muslim. And what is the masdar here? Islamun. If'alun. Islam, submission, is the masdar of form 4. So this is our deen. How does the name comes? The Islam is from the form 4 and the root word is salima. So ajaba and mudari will be yujibu. So what is ajaba? Ajaba is he answered. He answered. Yujibu, he answers. And how do we get yujibu? Originally, if you see, you aj'ibu is you af'ilu. So that's the original. So what happens now? We know this hamza is taken away. So now when you take hamza, so you have yujibu. So which is again, as we know, it is not easy to pronounce. So what happens now? Here this sukun is changed into kasra and this interchange of the signs, and so it becomes yujibu. So when you see this, we should be knowing that it is how this word is formed. Ajaba yujibu. From here it is easy. Ajib. So why we got ajib? Because what happens when you take alamatul mudari away, so hamzatul qata will come back, and then because this iltiqai sakinaini, so the weak letter is dropped and we have a jib. If it is jib, then it is a fail sulasi, but because it's a fail ثلاثي مزيد فيه همزة القطع comes, that means answer. So whenever if you see the exercise you have ajib anil as'ilati, that means answer about the questions. So that's what way how it is formed. It's formed in the form for ajib. So how do you, just showing there how it forms. So tujib, take away and again the sukun and ajib. And what is the ism fa'il is mujibun. So from yujibun, so if to bring mu, so it become mujibun. And what is the ism masdar is ijabatun. So why it is ijabatun? Because whenever there is a ajwaf, ajwaf is, that means the ain kalima is waw or ya, this is the alif here, so then the ta marbuta is brought, ijabatun, instead of if'alun, ijabun, it should become ijabatun. That's what we need to remember about form 4. So if you just do some conjugation here, ajaba, ajaba, ajabu, ajabat, ajabata. And here if you see, when hunna mutaharrik pronouns, the lam kalima gets sukun, then again this iltaqai sakinaini. So because of that, this weak letter it stops, it becomes ajabna, ajabta, ajabtuma, ajabtum, ajabti, ajabtuma, ajabtunna, ajabtu, ajabna. So that's and mudari' yujibu, yujibani, yujibuna, tujibu, tujibani, tuji. So again see here, tujibna. So because of the iltaqai sakinan, what happens? This ya is dropped. Okay, yujibna, tujibu, tujibani, tujibuna, tujibina, tujibani, tujibna. So see here, tujibna. Ujibu, I answer. Nujibu, we answer. So we're just gonna bring some amr, ajib, ajiba. So the thing to see here, because there was iltaqai sakinaini, the ya was dropped. And this ajwaf here. So now ajiba will be where there's no iltaqai sakinaini. So the ya is kept and the fatha is retained. So ajiba and ajibu. So this ya is there. There's no iltaqai sakinaini. So ajibu, ajibi, ajiba, ajibna. So why ajibna? Where did the ya go? It's all logical. It's very, very common sense. The Arabic makes complete sense because it's iltaqai sakinaini. The ya is dropped. So alhamdulillah, we are doing very good so far. So not long to go before we finish this class. I know it's very interesting verbs we are bringing, inshallah. Dr. Abdurrahim is teaching us here. Aqama, aqama, and yuqimu. Aqama means he made or he rose. He stood up. He was made to stand, or he standing. Yuqimu, aqim. Aqim means you set up or you rise or you stand. See, aqim. So we know how this aqim is formed. There's ajwaf that is dropped. Aqim. So in the Quran we'll see aqimis salah. So we know aqimis means because of the again pronunciation that kasra comes, but we know that is an amr. It is actually majzoom. Ism fa'il is muqim, muqimun. Muqimun is ism fa'il. And what will be the masdar? It will be iqamatun, iqamatun. So it is because it's ajwaf, this ta marbuta is brought here, just to practice that. So if again now if you bring a verb with alif maksura, naqis verb, is alqa means he threw, yulqi he throws. How do you say amr? Alqi, alqi asa. Allah says to Musa alayhi salam, alqi asa, throw the staff. So alqi means throw. So you be mulqin. So we know mulqin is اسم مرفوع علامة رفعه الضمة المقدرة على ya'i mahzufati. So mulqan, and what will be the masdar? It will be ilqayun. So if you see again here, ilqayun, because it is ya, what happens? That ya is taken away and it's changed to ilqaun. So let's because it's naqis, so I just want you to do conjugation and just get more stronger. So quickly go through this inshallah. So alqa, alqaya. So if you can say along with me, so inshallah it should give you nice practice so that you it gets registered in your hard drive, in your brain, that whenever this madi, mudariya, what are the changes because of the naqis verb, what are the things happening. So alqaya, alqaw. So we know why it is qaw, because fatha and waw goes together. And alqat, alqata, alqaina, alqaita, alqaituma, alqaitum, alqaiti, alqaituma, alqaitunna, alqaitu, alqaina. Yulqi, yulqiyani, yulquna. Why yulquna? Because the kasra and wa doesn't go together. That's why. So just make sure you remember these simple rules so we don't get confused. Inshallah. Tulqi, tulqiyani, yulqina, tulqi, tulqiyani, tulquna, tulqina, tulqiyani, tulqina, ulqi, nulqi. So again, if you see amr, alqi, alqi, alqiya, alqu, alqi, alqiya, alqina. So now we're just bringing here muda'af, where the lam kalima and ain kalima are the similar, so there is an idgham. So we know about this, we done in book 2 inshallah. So atamma, yutimmu. Atamma means he completed. Yutimmu, he completes. Atmim. See? Atmim means amar, complete. Or we know how it is formed. Atimma. Atimma is the other way of amar. Mutimmun. Mutimmun is the one who completes. Mutimman. Mutamman. Mutimmu. Itmamun. Itmamun. So we say one more fa'al here. Ahabba, yuhibbu. It's ahbib, and ism fa'al is muhibbun, muhabbun. And here there is a change for this ahabba. Is the masdar is based on the fail thulathi, which is hubbun. Hubbun. Just need to remember inshallah. So before we finish, inshallah, we bring this last fa'al, so it gives us a nice ending to our class inshallah. So hopefully it gives us a bit more satisfaction of learning things which we use in everyday life inshallah. So this is a fa'al, comes from amana. So if you bring form 4, af'ala will be amana. But what happens, because there is two hamzatul qata coming, this is changed into amana. So what it says, amana. So we get a mad here. So yu'minu. So yu'minu. So this hamza comes back, which is yu'minu. He believes. Amin. So that's the amr. So it's the amin. So how do we say ism fa'il? Mu'minun. See, we get this word in the Quran. Mu'minun. Mu'minun is a ism fa'il, one who believes in Allah and His message. So that's what mu'min refers to, the context. Mu'minun. And how do we make masdar? So if you bring the pattern, the bab, if'alun, for the form 4, if'alun, it's be i'manun. So now again, because of the phonetics, what happens, this ya, alif, hamzatul qata is taken away and it's changed into imanun. Imanun is believing. So may Allah, through these lessons, make our iman more stronger. So it takes a lot of practice to understand the different masdars, the different babs, different, especially with the manqus, nouns and verbs, how the things takes place. If we keep repeating ourselves, if we keep on doing, keep practicing, inshallah, it gets registered in our brain, and we don't get confused, and we don't, and we start enjoying the Quran when we read, inshallah, once we understand these things. So, inshallah, we'll continue in our next class. Until then, Assalamu alaikum